Are you sure that this is enough though? Is there maybe there's some sort of bug in the way that it's actually trying to sell it? Maybe it tried to sell it and it didn't work. What do you think? Do you have any other suggestions on how we can make this thing really foolproof? This AI is actually very cool to be able to talk to it like this. It's going to be so amazing when this is like hooked up to like actually be able to modify the strategy and analyze our logs, which we're currently working on that right now. We're hoping to have that launched very soon. But in the future, we'll be able to say, okay, make this change. And it'll actually just change it for us and then run it for us. Okay, it says, I've reviewed the code and strategy. It appears to have several mechanisms in place to handle selling and prevented unintentional trades. Time-based exit checks how long position, held days. Okay, take profit, expiration, VIX filter, and market orders for exits, preventing duplicate buys. And the VIX is actually quite high right now. So it should have actually exited everything. Yeah, we're at a VIX of 19.88. For those of you that don't know what the VIX is, this is actually a very important thing to be looking at, especially in today's markets. We see that the VIX is actually spiking right now. If you look at the past 5 years, we're actually at a higher point in the VIX. So what is the VIX? We basically say the VIX is a volatility index. It is the fear gauge. When things start going bad, the VIX starts to go up. It's actually a good way to make money if the market's going down, which I'm starting to think maybe we should have. I've been thinking the stock market's actually going down the past week or so. I'm starting to think maybe we might be entering into a bit of a correction territory. So I'm wondering whether we can make a strategy that takes advantage of that. I think that'd actually be very cool to build something like that today. But you can see here the VIX is up at 19.88, which I think would actually trigger okay, set to 21. So we haven't crossed 21 VIX yet, but we're very fast approaching it. And when the VIX hits, it should actually sell everything. It should exit all positions. So we'll see if it's able to do that as well. And preventing duplicate buys says weekday check. The strategy only attempts to buy new options on Thursdays. Simultaneous position exits. It respects the max simultaneous. Okay, good. And then weekly trade lock. Last traded. Okay, it has all that. And then error handling for get quotes. Okay. And there's a suggestion. It says forget chain and get quote. While there's some error handling, ensure that failures on fetching option chains or quotes are robustly managed. If these calls fail, the strategy might. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what this other AI did. Looks like it generated our new strategy here, version 14, and we see what it fixed. So it says, fix the core exit bug by iterating exits over live broker positions, not just internal trades dictionary. Good. I think that's a very good idea for it to do that. So positions are never lost after restarts or failed order submissions. Corrected logic to only remove a trade from tracking when a sell to close order is successfully submitted, ensuring entries or retries on subsequent iterations if submission fails. Added robust fallbacks for missing entry date time, including position.create date time, okay, and comprehensive per position diagnostics, held trades, DTE. Okay, good. So this actually looks like it's going to do what we want to do. Let's run a quick back test. I'm going to do a very short back test just to see whether everything is still working correctly. We're going to go from August to today. We'll run this. We'll run a back test. And let's see how this thing does in a back test over the past little bit.
So what do you think about that? Put it into the comments. Let me know. I respond to all of your comments. So I'm very interested to hear what you thought about the video and what do you want to see next. And of course, if you're interested in any of this stuff, go check it out at botspot.trade.